Colorado at Arizona next up. Chad Kuhl going for the Rocks and Merritt Kelly for Arizona. I look at this pitching matchup and I say yuck. Arizona, we know no weather affected there. Nice hot sticky day. $1.45 for the Diamondbacks as the favorite. Colorado plus 130. Money or the total 8.5, slightly shaded to the over here. Minus 115 to the over. Jeff, Rockies and Diamondbacks, go.
Yeah, so one of the handicaps I had yesterday on Colorado was the fact of just how good they are at home offensively. They've always been very good in that building, but you look at on the road, I mean, they have been a totally different offense. You look at home, averaging about 5.8 runs a game. On the road, 3.1 runs per game. They're just a different team away from Coors Field. We look at their pitcher tonight, Chad Kuhl. Now, take away the first game at Texas where he gave up 4 walks. In the 3 starts since, just 3 walks. His opponent batting average is 160. He's been really good. I'm going to get 5 innings out of Chad Kuhl. That's the hope here for the Rockies. I know their offense isn't good. They're going up against a guy that's been really solid in Merritt Kelly. 28 innings. He's only given up 4 earned runs. He struck out 26. Opponents only hitting 208 off him. We all know as well, this is an Arizona team, one of the worst lineups in the major leagues. You look at it at home, they're averaging under 3 runs a game. Cavernous ballpark out in Chase Field. I just don't see a ton of runs. I'm going to bank on the home-away splits for the Colorado Rockies in the fact that they're just not a very good offense. I have 2 good pitchers here. I want to eliminate the bullpens in this game. I have no interest in Colorado's bullpen, and I have even less interest in Arizona's. First 5, under 4.5. I think at worst, it's a 2-2 baseball game. I'm going to hope for a couple of solid empty frames here. I'm going to take the under in the first 5.
Okay, sounds good. Base winner.
Yeah, I would my projection for the game would agree with Jeff. I've got it at 7.8 runs, and the game projection is at 8.5, and I do agree. With a lot of things that Jeff said. So Jeff, I'm not just arguing with you for the sake of arguing.
I know.
I think you make a good point, and it's really weird. Even when you adjust for the park factors with this Colorado offense, home away, it doesn't explain why they're so much poorer on the road. So, I think that's a pretty good angle to say, well, they're not scoring on the road. This is a good opportunity to take a poor team, projection wise, and a poor team from the recent performance. So you got 2 things going for you with that Rockies lineup on the road. The one thing that is interesting about Arizona they used a humidor. They put a humidor into effect in 2018. And so when I saw that you were going to have this play, Jeff, I thought it would be interesting to see what the over-under split was since they put that humidor in play. And it's pretty surprising, actually. You think that there'd be more unders than overs, but the overs are actually 138 and 132. So does that mean anything either way? Probably not. I think that was just kind of interesting to see that the bookmakers are pricing it, I think, right, even with the humidor in place. Kuhl and Kelly, I got him about league average. Kuhl stuff plus 37%, Kelly 42%. He did have a really good outing. His last time out, it was an 80 percentile. And I think that Jeff, if playing this on the first 5 innings, the under is probably the way to go because these bullpens aren't very good. So yeah, I mean, I overall I agree with the play, Jeff.
Keep in mind, Arizona at home this year, kind of to couple on what Mark said there, 9-2 to the under. So this team. It is a lot of they just can't hit. I mean, they outside of Cincinnati may have the worst lineup in the league. I mean, I think it's pretty standard.
What's funny about this game, guys, is because you got the disparity here of the Colorado Rockies have the best offense in baseball right now. Now a lot of that is because how good they are at home, but they're batting .263, which is the tops in Major League Baseball. In Arizona, like you mentioned, Jeff, dead last at 191. So you've got the best offense against the worst offense, and again, you got 2 pitchers like you say, Mark, are pretty, I'd say league average or so.
Would you say ham and eggers?
I wouldn't call these guys ham and eggers because they are pitching well. I mean, I'm not a fan of either one of these pitchers of their entire career or body of work, but so far
the reason I asked that question,
TC, well.
The reason
What's
I
that?
asked that question, TC, is because Jeff and I have a side bet on the your use of ham and egger term, and we have a side bet on the over 3. So I think I cashed on the over 3 ham and egger term.
Yeah, you definitely did. I will say also,
have I used ham and egger today? It's
yeah,
zero
you did a couple
right
of times with that.
You did when
Philly
you're talking about the Philly bullpen, which I'm not saying it's a bad
did.
thing.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
right.
saying it's a good side bet to have with Jeff.
Just
There you go.
keep one other thing in mind to couple on what TC said about Colorado's batting average. While they are hitting 265 as a team, a lot of that has to do with their home splits. I mean, on the road they're hitting two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I
232.
understand where your capping is on the road. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
161 for Arizona at home. 161. Yes. I mean, TC, you and I could hit a better percentage at home than that. I mean,
no, there's no doubt.
Crazy.
Doubt. Let's lock Jeff in with this pick here and try to bring this one home. It's under 4.5 for the first 5 innings of the Rockies and the Diamondback games. He'll lay 115 on that one.